I've been waiting all day for this. Baron, my handsome man. Hi, human. Hey, babe. You ready? All right, let's roll it.
So it's cool.
Yeah,
like, be poetic.
You're all right.
Yeah,
right.
I feel like if I don't even know who, but if other people were that snobby about don't give me your thoughts, don't tweet this out like I care. But since it's Stevie Nicks, I do care. So
You're okay.
Yeah, exactly. She's a great songwriter.
I love it.
We'll see if we can do this.
We'll see it.
I took my love and I took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in a snow-covered hill. And the landslide down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? You got that beat, Baron.
You got that beat.
Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I build my life around you. But time makes you bolder. Children get older, and I'm getting older too. Chorus again, I guess. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I build my life around you.
But time makes you older and you take it. I love it.
Take this love and I take it down. Climbed a mountain and I turn around. If you see my reflection in a snow-covered hill, and the landslide will bring you down. If you see my reflection in a snow-covered hill, and the landslide will bring you down. I love that he got involved so much.
Just he's totally fine, and then he's like, "Listen,
why am I not singing?"
And I need to go finally check out the guitar. Your voice is like nothing I've ever followed before.
Really?
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Thank you.
And it's like I know where this song's going, but the way you take it is so different. It gives it its own life. It's so beautiful.
See, I appreciate that. Sometimes I'm self-conscious about the fact that I don't play them the same way.
No.
Literally, if I played this song again, it would be different.
Yeah.
And I like that, but it also sometimes makes me I should listen to the song more.
No, it's it just where it takes its life of its own with you is so cool. What is one of your other favorite songs to play that's a cover that you remember?
I really like this song called Satisfaction.
By Stones?
No, by Alan Stone.
No.
It's
the only one I've never heard of a Satisfaction song other than the Stones.
It's like one of his more upbeat songs. It's like a very like, well, I've been giving you love, and I've been giving you nothing but sorrow. You've been giving me love, and I've been giving you nothing to follow. But now it seems that I'm just another quarter in your offering. Now it seems I'm just a victim in your schemes. So what's it gonna take? How many hearts you gonna break for you find satisfaction? You're like a snake, let me eat your fruit. You can shoot until you find satisfaction. And satisfaction. And satisfaction. And I've been giving you love, and you've been giving me conjugal visits, and I've been giving you love, and you've been giving me nothing but physics. But now it seems that I'm just another quarter in your operating. Now it seems I'm just a victim in your schemes. So what's it gonna take? How many hearts you gonna break before you find satisfaction? You're like a snake, you let me eat your fruit, then you shoot until you find satisfaction. Satisfaction. Oh, nice. And satisfaction. That's that one. Oh, I like swallowed a gulp of air there. That was greasy.
So, that was great. How often does that happen when you're playing? Where you have like a minute where you're like, oh, excuse me.
Usually within the first 20 minutes of like,
you can like work it out.
yeah, and it's also like temperature. Like since it's like a little chilly today, my throat needs more time to like get into the groove of like, oh, this is the temperature. Remember one time I gave a speech at this like, I don't even know what it was. I think it was like a Remembrance Day ceremony, and it was freezing cold out, and I couldn't get through like more than 2 sentences of the speech without being like, ooh, you're here. It was the most embarrassing thing. The nice thing is if like you're playing a gig and I know it's coming, I usually won't do what I just did, which is like continue to sing that line. I'll just like go silent for that line and then come back in and punch it, you know? Because like you need a second to like
just let it, just like
yeah. But that one came out of nowhere. That one was a blindside.
I love that. Have you ever found the way that you find that music is good for your mental health, which I think almost every individual can agree to.
Yeah.
Do you ever find that there's moments where music actually is more detrimental to your mental health?
That's a good question. I've never thought about that.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think it depends on the outlook of detrimental.
Okay.
I think there's times when music can make me feel worse than I do, but sometimes I feel like it's almost a necessary evil. Like sometimes I feel like that song bringing me to that place is almost like, oh, I needed to come here anyway, and this thing just facilitated me getting to these thoughts. Because sometimes I find it hard to like know that I'm feeling bad or upset or low or whatever you want to call it, and like going there. I feel like a lot of the times I'll avoid it almost unintentionally.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, I'm feeling like a little bit off. I'm just gonna like power through, which is good to I think a certain extent. But I feel like sometimes it'll bring me to where I need to go without even knowing. Yeah.
I like that.
I'm sure there are times though when it's not healthy.
When it's not healthy.
I'm sure there are.
Like, do you ever drive and sit in absolute silence when you're driving?
Not often. Once in a blue
Where you're just like, no, I can't.
Once in a I mean maybe like once or twice a year I'll like need silence.
Okay.
But like not often. I feel like, and like it's crazy too how like certain songs, depending on my mood, like the same song can make me feel so happy and like singing along, blaring it, and then like the next moment I hear that song, I could be like sitting in silence crying. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of crazy how like a song can have so many different facets. Do you know Hey Rosetta?
Why does that sound familiar?
They used to be a really big Canadian band.
Okay.
They played with like the Hip a lot and the Arkells a lot. Tim Baker?
Nope.
No? I'm going to send you some of their stuff because you'd love it. But they broke up or like went on hiatus like I want to say 5 years ago.
Okay.
And their music is exactly that. Like if I'm in a great mood, it's like the most upbeat, fun, amazing stuff. But like Tim Baker is one of these guys that's like, him and Dan Mangan are my two like favorite lyricists. Well, Gord Downey as well, but in the new wave of things, Tim Baker, it was the singer of Hey Rosetta, and the guy who wrote all the lyrics, and he's so poetic. And his lyrics, if I'm just listening to the song, it's a bop. But as soon as I'm in a mood and I listen to the lyrics, I'm like I can't handle it. Yeah.
I love that. So you actually, so Gord Downey, the way that you say that, so he used his music as a platform also for different organizations and kind of things that he really fought for people on. Do you have anything that you do, or any type of organization, or are you an activist in any way, and you use your music to leverage that at this point, or is that kind of something that you hope to maybe move towards?
I hope to do that. I think the two things that I've kind of like dabbled in, one of them came through you, was doing like the live music yoga.
Yeah.
Like you kind of facilitated those connections, and I've been doing a lot of that. Like over the last year and a half, I guess I've been playing I was probably playing like 2 yoga classes a month, and like it's such a different experience. But like, you know, I like seeing like knowing the songs like that I've written and hearing them so many times at all these different places and venues and seeing so many different reactions, and then going to a yoga class where it's like meditative yoga and people are like sitting there in silence listening to this, and then they're like getting up and crying, and they're like, wow. It's like, to me, that I've always wanted the songs that I've written to do that to people, like Tim Baker does that to me. Right?
Yeah.
So like that was the first time I'd ever like seen, like I've heard people say like, oh, like I heard your song that one time and it made me like sad or whatever. And it's like seeing somebody like have a reaction like that. So I don't know if that's necessarily like a cause or like something like that, but I really like the idea of using music to facilitate like processing emotions to some degree.
Someone else is healing.
Mm-hmm. And it's like really fulfilling to like see somebody like have an experience, you know?
Come on, please.
And then the other one is Parks Canada. Like I, you know, worked for them for a while, and like I'm really into like conservation and sustainability.
Yeah.
And I've written a lot of songs about nature, but I've not found a way to like bridge that gap. I think it'd be cool to do some sort of a fundraising concert or like
I love that
something like that. Like I don't know exactly, especially now with COVID, it's kind of difficult to coordinate.
To figure it out that way. I love that idea. Thank you.
Yeah, and like, do you know Danny Michel?
No.
Another great Canadian songwriter.
Danny Michel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's been around for like I want to say since like the late 80s, maybe early 90s, and he's got, you know, he's kind of a self-produced guy. He's got tons of albums, really poetic thought. And he has an organization. Can't remember the exact name, but it's about it's ocean oriented.
Okay.
So it's all about, you know, raising money to like clean up oceans and like raise awareness about that kind of thing. So I'd love to do something similar to that in terms of like green space, you know, like promoting green space within cities, or, you know, even if I could find some way to like work with Parks Canada again from a different angle.
Right. To do something like
that. I had this really cool thought at one point that I thought would be neat, would be doing, and like it still could happen when all this kind of stuff, you know, lightens up, but the idea of like a campfire tour where I would just travel to like literally coast to coast throughout a summer and just play like campfire shows where we just like kind of did what we're doing, like have a book, pick a song, we'll play through it, everyone can sing, but like we'll also talk about, you know, I've been really fortunate to like travel to a ton of parks and talk to all of the professionals in these parks about like the sustainable work that they do, you know, with like endangered species, you know, endangered like flora, things like this, invasive species. And I just think it'd be cool to like share a lot of this stuff that I've learned, like, again, working with parks, going to these places and being fortunate to get like a behind the curtain view rather than just like welcome to Banff, go up the mountain. I was really fortunate to like go to these places and like have them pull back the curtains and say, this is what we're doing to make that possible. Right? Like in grasslands, like seeing like the bison program, like, you know, people drive through and see the bisons, but we got to like go and like learn about why this is important. So I think it'd be cool to do something like that, you know?
Love that.
Yeah, like go around and do this campfire tour where everybody, if you want to, at a campground, they all have communal, you know, big fire pits. Come and like listen to some music and like just listen to like about that park. You know, whether it's me talking about it or if it's coordinated through like, I'm here to facilitate the fact that there's an expert from that park here. But it's, you know, community of like, you know, sing some songs, talk about, where was your favorite hike? What did you do? And then have this person who's an expert in their field talk to you about, well, actually that hike that you did is X, Y, Z, right? Like, I think it'd be cool. I've thought about this for a while now, but obviously with COVID, it's not possible
like
right now.
Little small damper.
But within a couple years, who knows? And I would love to find some way of bridging that, because I do like the idea of using what I'm doing creatively to have some sort of an impact, like
on something bigger or
bigger
something
than
else
just,
that you can contribute to.
Exactly.
Yeah. Actually, one question I wanted to ask you: what kind of music do you listen to in the car?
A range.
Like, what is your car music? Because I treat every trip in my car like it's my concert.
Yeah, I honestly, I feel like I used to be a CD kind of guy.
Okay.
So like up until literally like a few months ago when I got a new car, like.
Okay. And now they're putting cassette tapes in new cars, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I love that. Like, that's cool.
We're just gonna bring it back.
Yeah, like I think that and vinyl, like I love that bands now are like back to like, oh, we don't have CDs, we have vinyl.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because like I listen to vinyl more than I listen to CDs, at least now, But it's yeah, I think lately I've just been like, now that I have like Bluetooth and I can plug a phone in, I just shuffle my entire Spotify library and then just swipe through anything I'm not feeling. But like I have so many songs on there that I forget about.
I know.
Like I came across this band. I'll have to send you the song. It's called Daisies by a band called Children of Indigo.
Okay.
I've known this song for years. Love it. Super soft finger picking song. Beautiful ethereal voice this woman has, and it's like it like gets you right in the core. And then I'm like, oh, like I've never thought to look this band up. I only know this one song that I saved off that playlist this one time.
Right.
And then I find out they follow me on Instagram. They're from Ottawa, and they're like my age. I'm like, what the hell? Like, how did why didn't I know this?
Not homies.
Yeah, like how have we not played? Like I played in Ottawa so many times.
Yeah.
And like why have you not been on the bill? So it's I like the idea of shuffling it because I feel like there's so many hidden gems that I forget about.
Yeah. Aaron will try not to catch me bees this time.
You're okay. Don't get the keys. I'm gonna play the one that I said earlier. Everybody's got somebody. Everybody's got somebody, somebody's got one of us. If you feel you've got nobody, just go and shake up for us. And when we go out and see them clear, hand in hand, those people, they disappear into their worlds of laughter and love. And all the things that we can only dream of. Everybody's got somebody, somebody's got one of us. If you feel you've got nobody, just go and shake up for us. Not a worry in the world, not a doubt inside. But when love is real, your person is the light. The reason you rise up and love each day. And all of these reasons make me want to say, everybody's got somebody, somebody's got one of us. If you feel you've got nobody, just go and shake up for us. And somebody's got one of us. If you feel you've got nobody, just go and shake up the rust and breaking through the wall. And even when it stands at 10 feet tall, and fight through the pain. Even when it feels you got nothing to gain. Everybody loves somebody, yeah. Somebody loves each and every single one of us. If you feel you got nobody, just go out and shake up the rust, shake up the rust, shake up the rust. the rust. Shake off the rust. Everybody's got somebody. Somebody's got one of us. If you feel you've got nobody, just go and shake off the rust.
I'm obsessed with you.
Well, thank you.
That was amazing. Dignity.
Okay.
I'm so excited about this.
Do you know the words?
I kind of do. I'm just gonna pull them up.
Cool. Shorty get down, good Lord, baby, got 'em working all over town. Said, strictly biz, we don't play around, cover much ground, getting paid by the pound. And getting paid is a forte, each and every day, to play his way. Can't get it out of my mind.
Think about the girl all the time.
Yeah. So, east side to the west side, pushing fat rides, and comes no surprise.
That chick see me stare, stacking up the cash. That's when it comes to the cash.
By no means is she average, she's on and she's got to have it. Baby, you're a perfect 10. Why don't you swing by my room around 10? So, I like the way you work it, no diggity. You gotta bag it up.
I like the way you work it, no diggity.
You gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity.
Bag it up, bag it
What's the next bit?
up. She's got
Oh yeah. And she's got class and style, street knowledge by the mile. Baby, never act wild, you're very low key on the profile. Said,
Let me tell you how we go. Curves the word, spins the verb. Love is so good, so sweet that you hurt.
hey oh, hey oh, hey oh, hey oh. You gotta bag it up. Said, hey oh, hey oh, hey oh, hey oh. You gotta bag it up.
Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh.
You gotta bag it up.
Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Like the way you work it. I like the way you work it. You gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it. You gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it. It's so much fun. I love that. And so bonfire tours are happening. I love that.
Yeah.
If people are looking for you, where can they find you? Where can they find your music? Where can they find you? How can we support you?
Instagram, Joe McLeod Music. Facebook, Joe McLeod Music. Website, joemcleodmusic.com. Spotify, same thing.
Okay.
My
okay.
name, music.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. I love it. With the right music, you'll either forget everything or you remember it.
That's so true. Oh my God. That's like honestly like the epitome of what music